Thank you, Sonu.
Thank you so much.
For taking the time to be here with us today. So, friends, when you log on to the website, Sood Charity Foundation, the words that greet you are, we are a young-blooded, multifaceted organization filled with immense passion and a belief that everything is possible with the right amount of determination. These words could not be more fitting a description for a man who's now become symbolic to just bolte na dil of Bollywood. We all saw the same plight of the migrant labor. We saw them. The difference was this man decided to make a difference itself and took a decision from what started off as just getting people together, getting them homes, getting meals, has gone on to become a movement in its own way. I'm told there are now close to about 15 core projects that you're supporting. But Sonu, tell us the story of, you saw something because it was all locked down, you heard something, you came around. What triggered that first action for you?
Hi, good evening everyone. Thank you so much for this honor, sir. And I remember when I came from Moga, I finished my engineering from Nagpur and I thought, I want to become an actor. Went from office to office, did a couple of films down different languages, and I thought that, I've achieved something that I came for. But then finally, something happened in life during the COVID. When I was distributing food, I remember it was at Thana, at a place called Kalba Chowk, where every day I used to go with a truck full of fruits and used to wait for all these people to, come. And then I met this family who had these little kids who said, can you pack food for 10 days? And I said, why 10 days? They said, we want to walk back to Bangalore. So I said, can I try to get permissions for some transport? And they said, it's not possible. And I remember from there, I straight away went to Thana police station and I said, I want to get this permission. They said, it's not possible. So I said, but still they're going to walk down all the way, which is going to take 10, 12 days. So is there any way that I can help them? They said, get the permission from that state. We will do something. Somehow, I got that permission. And that was the first time those 10 buses with almost 350 individuals left. And when I was seeing them off, they had tears in their eyes and they thought that we won't be able to reach back to our families alive, but now we are going. And when they reached back, so I think that was one thing that changed everything in my life. I thought this is not the story of all those 350 people, but millions who are walking down the road. And that's how it started. And I don't know how I got the permissions for the buses, for the flights, for the trains. But I think all the families who are waiting for their loved ones in the villages in UP, Bihar, Jharkhand, across the country. And I think those wishes made that happen. And in no time I realized that we almost collected to 7.5 lakh migrants and helped them go back to their homes. So
fantastic. Fantastic, fantastic. I'm told now that, tell the audience, I'm told you even now get some thousands of WhatsApp messages and mails or whatever. Kitne aate hain?
It's been 2 years. We still get almost close to 35 to 40,000 mails, messages, WhatsApp, all put together every single day. And it's very tough. A lot of people come to my house every day, almost 400, 500 people. They sleep in front of my house. I try to go every day when I'm traveling. I speak to them on a video call. Even my milkman who used to supply milk to every single flat in the building, he's become kind of a manager who's taking all those forms, getting them filled, and we connect to all these people. And most of the people, sir, who are in our network, they're the ones we help them go back to the home, so find them jobs. So these are the ones who are trying to help others, save those lives. We are into medical education, speaking to pharmaceutical companies, hospitals, education institutes. So I think it's not just me. A lot of people across the country who want to do good, they have become a part of our journey. And
hey, but you've created a little movement, and it's wonderful that you're making different institutions come together. So I'm told that sure, we are at IA award, and this is the International Advertising Association, all the marketeers, agencies. I'm told that some of the work that you've done, I'm not going to name a hospital, but in order to do work or representation, is it true that instead of, taking fee, you said, I will take some 50 liver transplants?
Yeah, I'll just share a small journey. I went to Dubai for an event, and as soon as I landed in Dubai, so this gentleman who came to me and he said, my name is Wilson and I'm from so-and-so hospital. So, no, first he got just a picture clicked, and he said, my name is Wilson and I'm from these group of hospitals, and you've done a bone marrow transplant in Bangalore and a liver transplant in Kerala. So, we would like to associate with you. And I said, okay, sir, let's catch up over a cup of coffee. And we sat. And he said, we want you to be the face of our hospital. So, they started talking numbers. So he said, I don't want anything. Just give me 50 liver transplants. And those 50 liver transplants cost almost 12.5 crores, 25 to 28 lakhs. So you've already completed 9, 41 still to go in that particular hospital. So this is
how it's wonderful. Friends, I've been associated, with the broader media entertainment industry for 2 decades. I see my good friend Sabas there at the back. Sabas and I, Sabas initiated something, you recollect during the HELP program, which was the big tsunami. Ranveer is here with us, true representation of what our industry has been. It's true that whenever there has been a calamity, whenever there has been a movement, which could be there is skirmishes at the border or there's battle, our industry has come forward. And I know enough number of people, apart from their public figures, I know the kind of causes Ranveer himself supports. You've chosen to take this movement in a different way. And one of the things, as a dog lover, which touched me the most was the manner in which you are, taking up and giving shelter, to these stray, lovely animals that are there. So tell us about that.
All the things that I've been doing, I was not trained to do, and I don't know how to do that. But I think when you come across all these incidents, you do it. We apart from the things that we do for stray animals, also we do. There are a couple of people who are very actively involved, who stay close to my building. They said, sir, you have been doing so much for the humans, so why not for all these animals and stray dogs and cats? So during the pandemic, we started providing shelter to them. It's a place close to Shirdi, close to Thane, and yes, they are the actual feeders. We just support them, and this is how the family extends. Yeah.
No, I think it's remarkable, guys, and I think to bring people together and to sustain this, we went through. You've, in a way, like you've said, you've institutionalized it. I'm hoping that you've tried to co-opt. My last question to you is really about over the last several years, corporate social responsibility has become a very big thing. Government of India has now even allocated for this certain percentage to profit that needs to be earmarked. We all are in a world market, numerous brands from across the world. In some more mature markets, consumers are not even making choices of brands unless and until there is a cause that is associated, whether it's to do with the environment, whether it's to do with how they are ensuring that girl children are being educated, whether it's to do with not supporting brands that are in any manner doing child labor, etc. What would your message be? How can a group like this associate with things that you are doing and what our industry itself has been? I think मेरे को लगता है रणवीर कभी-कभी कि we are called upon from different places to participate. But can this potentially become into more of an institutional approach? Because you people have the power, you reach hundreds of millions of consumers. How do you echo the whole concept of giving back? Through little things, little actions. Would love to hear your thoughts on that.
So I always say when we talk about charity, giving back to the society, and when we discuss that, that feeling stays for some time, maybe for a day or few hours, and then we all get busy in our lives. We get into shootings, we get into the work that we do, and somewhere the zeal that we had takes a little back step, and we get again, busy in our lives. So when I started the whole thing, when I was into education or medical, so a lot of people who were having foundations or NGOs, they said, Sonu, it's not possible, there's 150 crore people in the country, and when once they see that you're helping, everyone is going to come, and it's not going to stay the way you want. So you have to choose a field, whether you want to get into medical or whether you want to get into education or any kind of a thing. Just choose one thing and just cater to that. Don't get into everything. So I said, let me try. And I got into everything, and still it's happening. So all the people who are experienced. So I always believe that, there's no harm in trying different avenues. You never know that you can reach out to more people. Yes. Especially people in the corporate world have really inspired me. When I sit with them and when I listen to them, that how they been doing work. So it's really very motivating. And still, my foundation is just 2 years old, and I still want to spend time with you guys, learn from you, teach me anything. I'm a good learner. But I promise you that, like a good student, I'll try to bring many more smiles together. And, sir, I just want to, since I'm with the advertising world, I just want to share something.
Please.
My manager, Tushar, is also standing here, When I came, Ranveer, I want to share with you also. When I came, to become an actor, someone offered me, yaar, isko negative role dete hain. मैंने बोला कि यार ये director को पता ही नहीं है यार मेरे को negative role कैसे दे सकता है. मैं आया हूँ तो hero बनने आया हूँ. And but they said, beggars are not the choosers. I was new and I did the first negative role. The film became a big hit in South, and I started doing many negative roles, and I did positive roles, parallel roles, whatever I was doing. So I was not getting many brands to sign. So I asked my manager, मैं क्या तेरे को काम करना नहीं आता, इतने लोग ads करते हैं, मेरे पास वो brand लेकर ही नहीं आता. He said, हम लोग pitch करते हैं, पर वो advertising world वाले बोलते हैं ना यार वो negative role करते हैं ना, so the image is bit negative, it's very tough for us to promote the brand. I said, अच्छा यार हो गया. So then the pandemic started. We were doing all things. So all the brands who rejected me in all those 18 years, I signed in 1.5 years, most of them.
Well, all I can say to you, Sonu, is keep doing it with the sincerity with which you are. Be true and honest to the work that you do, and I know that is the way you do it. And there is no two ways about it, that those brands will come to love you more and more, and you will send that message across. Thank you so much for being a part of the IIA Leadership Awards. Ladies and gentlemen, Sonu Sood.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
ABP माझा, उघडा डोळे, बघा नीट.